right in front of my face. Even though I was just working with the energies before, so don't you start. Don't you start. I'll see who comes in. This is going to be a quick one because she said it's going to be a quick one. But wait to see if anyone comes in chat. Hiya, Violet. Jack? I'm not listening. Yeah, and it's going to go out with the window with what I was going to talk about, even though it is what I was going to talk about, but not organised at all. I can't be organised to save my life. So, hi, Effie. Hi. I called you Niz. Hi, National. Jack. I'll put you over there. And it was about energy anyway, and I did say, right. Just going to have to move Jack over there because he's going to stand. Right. I just said to you. Start tweeting because you're too loud. Don't start acting like the adjustment bureau. Sit there. If you do it again, I'll move you in there. Anyway, yeah, if he starts again, I'll put you in there. So I've put energy and the event because, you know, I'm just talking to people who are on this subject now. I'm not bothered about naysayers, this, that, and the other. It's really most of you that are in chat and any new people that come 111 there, because I sort of give up on all that. Hi Tapper, this is not going to be in order, so I've given Tapper some stuff. You can just drop them because I might remember what they are and then talk about it, even though because I just can't be organised. I don't like being organised in that sense because I haven't forgotten what I was going to talk about, but because I've watched a few things, but it's still on the same subject because I was going to talk about energies, which this is to do with energies, but I want your thoughts on it in when I've just got rid of this bit, because the other day I was talking about, hi Peter, hi Mary, energies and energy sucking vampires, which I've talked about before, and most of us know what it is. We may have done it in the past. We're trying to get rid of things. The ones that come when you're shining light. Hi, Dave, and happy birthday for Friday. I'm still finishing thing off because I had to I've put a Buddha head on the bottom of it, and I had to tie this thing around it. So, and what happened also yesterday with little Finn was he decided to stick some Lego up his nose, which luckily was a little piece, and he's all right and everything, but I think he's swallowed it or something. So that's why I didn't come on yesterday, because I was watching him. But I did that when I was a kid. I stuck a bead up my nose because, you know, they're the sorts of things you do when you're a kid. So that's why I didn't come on yesterday. It was nothing bad. It was just kids doing things that kids do, the things you don't want them to do. But I'm sure most of you in chat probably stuck something up your nose, in your ear, or wherever when you were a kid. You know, beads, Lego, God knows what. I don't know. It'll be ready this week, Dave, coming up. You know, and I did say I don't really want to talk about the negative energies, to tell the truth, because it's giving the negative energies more sort of, not negative energy, but just more sort of light on them, which, well, we do want light on them because they can't survive in the light. But, you know, I've had a negative entity follow me around this week on here, and, you know, it's whatever it is, it's just one of them. You get that when you shine your light. You'll notice if you're a person who's quite happy vibing, you know, and we have our days, you know, we have our days when we're a bit off or under the weather or whatever, but mostly if you're quite a, you know, happy go person sort of thing, and don't dwell too much on other things, and try not to get yourself on the lower 3D negative stuff. Smudge, yeah, I do smudge But the thing is, I'm protected anyway, and that's what I believe. If you shine the light, you are protected. That's why they come. I've talked about this before. You're like the light. They're like a moth. But, you know, the moths always get burnt in the light anyway, don't they? At the end, they always do. So they always come to the light because they like that energy, but they can't hold it. That's why they get so triggered. You know, that sort of thing. But that's why I always say, don't be hanging around with people that are in lower energy, watching things at a lower energy, all that good stuff that I normally say, because that's why you're feeling cack or ill or whatever. Is Miss chiming? Is Miss chiming? I thought you said hi, Miss Chime. Is she there? I can't see her. Where is she? Where's Miss Chime? Oh, she's there. I was like, I can't see Miss Chime. Hi, Miss Chime. The low vibration entries are clinging onto us all now, those in the light, the ascension. Yeah, I believe that as well, Dave. Now, these chats really, when we go into the new year, are just going to be about this sort of stuff. So if you're not into it, you think it's bonkers, then there's not much point really watching me. But if you are into this whole ascension, the event, the solar flash sort of stuff, energies and all that, then good. I don't really need to explain myself much anymore, I don't feel. But yeah, lower energies will attach the self to you. And you could still have some on you with that you don't know. That's why we're trying to get rid of all these things in the past. Talking about the past, I was just watching Titans Go With Him before, which is a cartoon on Netflix. And every time he puts it on, I'm just like, you know, because it says it there. But this particular bit in it, I just say this because I'm just going to go with the flow. So I'm not organised with any videos, nothing. They're like, yes, and it's a bunch of Teen Titans, teen heroes cartoon, and I'm not looking at chat at the minute. Where I'll look at some in a minute because I'm going to ask you something in a bit anyway. 17 in house, where they all have to go back to the past and sort of in the cosmos, but they're all looking at these doors where they all have to go back to retrieve something or let go of. And Robin, who's in it, like Robin and Batman, but he's a teen, like cartoon one. When he gets to his door, because they all do it before the memories go, like your memories that we've been talking about, because it doesn't, your memories, your past isn't who you are, you know, all that sort of stuff that I've talked about before. When he gets to his door, there's these two monsters stood there. One's called Fear and one's called Regret or something like that, something on the lines of that. And they're both there like these big scary things. So he goes up to him and he's like, I am not in fear anymore, and I am not like my past, or I am just me, and I'm taking back my sort of authenticity. I am just me. I am happy being me. Something he says like that. All of a sudden, these monsters go. Well, of course they would, because they want you in fear. They want you living in the past of what you may have done or said, or something that happened to you, so you can be a sort of victim and act the victim all through your life of, oh, this, that, the other, you know, I'm a victim because this happened. No, you're not. The past does not define, is that the right word, who you are today. So like I keep saying, you've got to let go. The ant story, are you talking about the ant as in, do you mean the film, or are you talking about Native American Indian ants, the ant people? So yeah, so that was just interesting because that is a quite good cartoon for looking at stuff, because they're all different beings in it, and it's about being okay with who you are, even things that have happened in the past. Like some of us say, it's a game, it's an illusion, it's a hologram, whatever. It doesn't define who you are. So you have got to learn to be, hi Alison, hi everyone who's just come in, okay with who you are. People tell you things in life that you are this and you are that. You'll be at a job and someone will say you are this, you are that, but you're not. And you should be all right with who you are. Hi from Long Island. Film like the Irish do. I don't know. Well, you know, I've got Irish in me, you know, just saying. And Yeah, so it's just taking back your power and not letting people feed off you, these energy sucking vampires, because that's what some people are. The TV's energy sucking, the TV that puts the news out, puts all that stuff out. Yeah, Egyptians had it figured out, yeah. It can be friends, I've said before, it can be family, it can be someone that's coming. You could be on a date and the person's really like, I've had it, and you're just thinking, it could be a friendship you've had, a relationship you have. I've had it. They ground you into the ground, and I can talk about this because it's happened to me. They grind you into the ground and suck all your energy out, so you're depleted, for example, and you feel like crap, and you start believing that you're like nothing and that you're worth nothing, and that anything you say, do, or whatever, like, you're just nothing. Well, you're not nothing. You're all beings of light, and you're all love, and you all are very worthy. So aloha. So you mustn't let people, you've just got to ignore people basically, and just carry on doing you, believing in you, and being okay with who you are and the way you are sometimes. Like sometimes you see me on here, I can be quite calm, and then sometimes I can be quite fiery when I get quite passionate about something. Some people say, oh, passive aggressive, this, that, and the other. Well, I used to get a bit like, oh my God, I shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I'm learning to be calmer, but I'm okay with who I am. It's who I am at the end of the day. And I've said before, but where that all lies at the end of the day inside me is I'm a very emotional, passionate person, as in what I want for humanity. I've said this before. I don't care what others think. I know me, know thyself, inside of my essence of what I want for everybody, every being, whatever, the whole pigging universe and universes in whatever's out there. We all go on like we know, but we don't know. We do, but we don't. Whatever. It is all about love, as hippy dippy as it sounds, but it is. And the more you stand in the light with your truth, coming from love, by the way, not coming from hate, not coming from nastiness. The most critical people are the ones that need to do the work. And I don't mean critical like we have little goals. I mean these people who just constantly troll people, calling people, in fear. Seriously, one thing that keeps the low energy away is to step into a shining bright white pyramid. Have you been watching someone I was watching before about a bright white pyramid? But yes, I was just watching someone before about a bright white pyramid, a woman with blonde hair. I'll find a channel now. I just think you can visualize anything, what resonates with you, and whatever color resonates with you lovingly, and it makes you feel good. So bright white light, yeah. Or I've done it golden sometimes, but I was just watching and she just said the same thing. So you were maybe watching the same channels. Yeah. Was it her? Yeah, it might have been her. Was it her? Blonde hair? Yeah, it is. It's the one that Dave has just said. I was just watching her saying about the QHH sessions, and I was watching it just before I came on because I was amazed, and I've been commenting on it. And a friend called Yvette Shepherd, I've just found these out today, so the links are not, whatever. And she was just saying something about some of the sessions sounded a little bit like mine. Like someone said they saw a crystal place. The body wasn't. They didn't act like I said. I didn't have a body. Thank you, Tapper. They just saw blue. Do you remember when I said I saw a blue energy? I was just energy. I was just blue. I didn't have a body. So a lot of all them QHH sessions really made me like, and when they were, and one of the women said, I don't know if it was on Yvette Shepherd that I've just listened to now, one of them, or the lovely Laura, I think it was, I don't know which one, half asleep today. She said, oh yeah, there's a place where you don't have anything, because as soon as you need it, it's there. I said that on my session. I said we went to a crystal place, and you lived in a crystal, I know it sounds mad, inside a crystal house, and there was nothing there. It was like minimalistic. Well, it wasn't minimalistic, it had nothing in it. But when you wanted a chair, and I did say that on mine and she said it on hers, it just appeared the moment you needed it, because we're in the moment you didn't need it, it wasn't there. So that was really resonate with me. Might not resonate with other people, but I was resonating with that so much. Yes, Laura Whitworth said it, Dolly. Oh, it was on Laura's. Yeah, I was listening to it just before, and then I was listening to a friend, Yvette Shepherd. oh God, I'd love to be one of them practitioners. But yeah, I just listened to him. I was like, oh my God, like that's what I'm into. So then tonight I thought, you know what, I'm going to talk about the event, the solar flash, whatever people are calling it, many different things. The event's happening within us. But I was just blown away. God, I love Laura. You know Laura too? Brilliant. So, Edge of Wonder is in there as well. Also, I've been watching, I know Tapper's got them, but I can't remember which way around it was, but they'll be there. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. It was a lovely, I know some people said the other day they didn't resonate with it. It doesn't matter. It was the lovely, we seem to be watching the same, well, most of us that are on the same journey end up watching the same stuff because you resonate and they just come across. I normally ask in my head, I need a video to come up and it will do. The lovely Sarah Adams, which was Max Spears, I can never say his name right, his girlfriend. And there was loads of good chats she did. There was a guy who's in it who's Irish, who I do really like. He just says it as it is, but he was going on about flat earthers and how that's all a facade and all that. And I thought, yeah, on his way of thinking, I'm not a flat earther, I'm a globalist, and I like Roxanne, where we know it's not what they're saying it is. We don't know what shape it is, but it ain't what they're saying it is. And she says in it as well, there's many flat planes on it. So I thought, yeah, but that still isn't what they say it is it? So that's okay. That'll trigger some people. Did not trigger me at all because I don't know, but I know it's not what they say it is. That's why we're called globalist deniers and not flat earthers. But that could trigger some people, but it's okay, triggered or not, whatever. Yeah, and there it is. Tapper's put it in. Now, the one thing I loved, I was just listening to one of the chats they did. There was a couple of them, a couple that Tapper might put in chat, but there was 4 of them all sat there with Sarah and this Irish guy, I can't remember his name, whatever, you might know him. And it was great because this is what he said. I just taped it. This is what he said. He mentioned Trump. So this is what I say. It doesn't matter if you're not into all that thing, but he's not really into Trump. But listen to this. I was laughing my head off. I think I've got it here just to play it. I was like, go on. This is what I've been saying. It doesn't matter if you're into Trump or not, but listen to this. Let me see if I can. Right. I don't know which one it is. So I'll play one. No, it won't be that one. Will it be this one? Right. Just listen to this. Hang on. Oh. Put in regulations and you. Right. Start again. And they killed that. And they killed. The EU did. Hang on. Don't know what's going on here. What's that? Right. Start again. What's going on here? Right, hang on, something's going on with me. Start again. Right. We survived and how we thrived, and we're very happy with that. And the EU discovered that if you put in regulations and you tried to take people to court, and it killed that. And they killed. The EU did to Ireland what the Vikings, the Normans, and the British Empire couldn't, and that's some statement. And how did they do it? By bureaucracy. And that's why I hate bureaucracy. I hate bureaucratic ways of doing things. And that's why I'm delighted that Trump is the president of the United States. And I'll tell you why. He's Loki, he's Lucifer, he's Dunmer, he's the fly in the ointment. I totally agree with Johnny. He's Loki, he's Lucifer. Now that's going to trigger some people who are religious, but no. I'm not saying he's a great guy or he's got all the solutions, but anything that makes politicians and the mass media terrified is all right in my books. And I think people. Anything that makes the mass media and politicians terrified is all right in my books. Boom. Me too. Need to wake up to that. And I've noticed that's created a fracture in reality. Oh, he's a big evil man. Oh, this kind of thing. Yeah, and it's such a look. See, he's saying everybody goes, oh, he's a big evil man. He's this, that, and the other. Really? Guess what? They're calling Boris Johnson racist now. Does that sound familiar? How he has everyone terrified. That's the beauty of that. It doesn't matter what his solutions are. What he's done right now is he's disrupted the control system by wrecking their agenda. He's disrupted the control system by wrecking their agenda. Oh, ooh.
You see, Niall is right. Everybody thought that I got news for you, and it's going to shock some of you, but it's true. Guess what the Great Awakening is? Brexit and Donald Trump.
Guess what the Great Awakening is? Brexit and Donald Trump. Meaning, you look at America and you see what's going on over there because you've had your Independence Day, the real one. Brexit's just the same as America. That's why they call him Boris Johnson a racist. It's the same thing. Oh, yes, it's ace. And then the next one he said was...
Your agenda. You see, Niall is right. Everybody thought that I got news for you, and it's going to shock some of you, but it's true. Guess what the Great Awakening is? Brexit and Donald Trump. Who said salvation comes in Russell Brand on a unicorn with rainbow shooting out of his arse? Who told you to expect that? The control system. Who told you? What did you get? A disruptive force. What we got was the lightning bolt hitting the tarot card in the tarot. Indra, Donner, Lucifer, Loki. And I am loving every minute of it. I love seeing politicians terrified. I love seeing them all afraid what to do around them. I love to see the media terrified.
The Tower card. Guess what? Guess what card fell out this week? Carly, Tower. Oh, their control system's falling.
You see, Niall is right. Everybody thought that I got fired, and they push out all these things like he's racist and all this. Not true. He's not more. No, you just look at there's no history of that. I mean, I lived in New York. He has thousands of people of color and gay people working for him, and always had. And they loved him in New York until he became president. And what does that tell you?
Exactly. They loved him in New York until he became president. What does that tell you? Someone on my Facebook page the other day, who was a friend from school, grew up with him, was like, oh, Dolly, just go back to making your bracelets. Yeah, because you think I'm stupid. He called Donald Trump a racist. So I said, why is he a racist? Do you know what this person came back with? And if you're watching, I'm sorry, but you need to go and research. Why would you put barriers up? I went, I don't know. Have you heard of MS-13? Yeah. And if you actually go and research, he's not racist. You just believe in what the news tells you. Sheep.
Well, he's got nothing to lose. He took a salary of president, $1 a year. That's what he gets paid. And the media just...
He gets paid $1 a year for being in president. Some people don't know that. But I'm not going to argue with you. Go and research. Sick of people not researching.
My attitude is the more damage he does, the better it is for us, because he's given us a respite to actually...
The more damage Donald Trump does, the better for us. It's given us a respite.
Help ourselves in between. And the same thing with Brexit. I think Brexit's the same thing as well. Everybody in Ireland loves Brexit. They want our exit. They want it. But if you look at the mainstream media, it's just like the same Trump thing. Oh, Ireland is going to be destroyed by Brexit. A hard border is coming in. I live on the border. I can't wait for some.
It's the same everywhere because the control system's all over the world, and that's why they talk the same old crap. So, yay, for the people who don't know, the people who watch the news and believe it. And then let me see what else got said. This was Sarah Adams talking, I think. Hi, John Kennedy. Hang on.
Warriors, then they complain about everything in the book and they're not out there doing anything.
Oh, this is really good. This is a bit like, hang on, let me find it. I don't know why I can't get this up properly. Why it's not letting me.
So many Facebook warriors and so many
Facebook warriors.
Then they complain about everything in the book and they're not out there doing anything. And this is a huge problem. If all of these people that were arguing over small, ridiculous things were out there helping out the world, we would have a much better world. But no, I think, in a way, saying on Facebook something like, or sharing a charity page or something, and they think that they've done something to really help.
It's great watching.
It's almost.
This is doing my head in. But what she's talking about, charity. What some people don't know about charity.
It's like the instinct, like, or sharing a charity page or something, and they think that they've done something to really help out, when it's almost like the instant gratification thing, and they're registering it as they have helped out, when really truly they haven't. It's a good way to feel good about yourself, because hey, I can share a charity or this, and I can get away with actually going out and doing it. So that is something that I wish to see in, with people, that they actually get out there and start helping other people out, because that's where a lot of change is going to come from, specifically in the United States. It's overwhelming of how many people need help over there on every single level. It really changes you seeing people dying in the streets from cold, and you have to pick them up. And I remember this one man, we thought he was literally dying, and that was very, very much has sort of really affected me, that I want to devote most of my time in helping out with the homeless and helping encourage people to get involved and helping each other, specifically in the United States. This is one of my passions.
That's a good one you brought up, charity. You know what the best way to help people would be? To destroy charitable organizations. Because that's the biggest scam on this planet.
Jack, stop listening to yourself. Sorry, you're going to have to put up with the tweeting, because he can hear himself on here, so he's going to try and talk to himself.
There's numerous homeless charities in Ireland everywhere. I give money to people on the streets. I give them cash right there. I don't.
Hang on a minute, this is not going to work. Right, you. You're talking to yourself. You're going to have to go in here a minute, because you're just being a nugget, Ryan. Come on. You're just holding it. Sorry, but if he hears a bird on the TV or anything, that's it. He thinks he's talking to himself. But so yeah, charities, people.
They spend it on drinking drugs. It's none of my business. It's not a contract. It's a gift. If a bottle of whiskey gets them through.
He's saying he'll give anything to any homeless people, whether it's money, and some people say don't give them money because it's this, that, and the other. It's not helping them. And he said if it can get them through a night, if they're getting a bottle of alcohol, it's not up for me to say what they use it on. If it gets them through a night, then it gets them through a night. And he's not saying that the people who work for the charity, some people that work for the charities are bad people. It's the thing behind it. Where does all that money go? I used to think this with Feed the World, with what's his face, Bob Geldof and all that. What happened to Peaches, by the way? All this money for the kids dying in Africa, where's that money going? Because it should have changed, shouldn't have it? Putty bear with the one eye.
Missing, toothache, or gets them through a cold, or gets them to stop them from dying of hypothermia overnight. Good, I'm glad he did it like that, or she did it like that. Corporate charity is one of the most evil and psychopathic things on this planet. You have this situation at the moment where you're supposed to grow a beard or a moustache for November to help men with cancer, right? Now that money doesn't go to anyone to help anyone with cancer. That money goes to research. What's research? Big pharmaceutical corporations testing drugs on animals, big universities that are already flushed with cash in places like Cambridge and in the United States, and they get tons of money, and it's just and then they will eventually develop some kind of drug that will be replaced by another drug because it's not good enough, and that drug will be sold back to the people who are sick at phenomenal profits. You give money to cancer research, what you're doing is guaranteeing that future people suffering from cancer will be made bankrupt and their families bankrupt, because the medications, that money's going to be converted as, that's an investment in a big pharma that comes back at high expensive drugs that's passed on to the people or the taxpayer, depending on the system you live in. Before it even gets to that point, it pays for enormous salaries. You're talking about the average big charity in Ireland, you're talking 200-300 grand a year. I don't know what it is here. Company cars, downtown, posh offices in high rent parts of Dublin. They get done over every year. Big bonuses at Christmas, fancy Christmas party. fact-finding missions to Bali, where there just so happens to be a championship golf course. This is charity. Organized charity is pure evil. If you know someone who has cancer,
Red Cross and all that.
Give them money, help them out, drive them to the hospital. If you know an old person down the road, ask them, do you need anything from the shops, milk, or any. Don't give money to help the aged or any of these groups. If you see a child being abused, you report it to the police. You don't go on the BBC and give money to a teddy bear with one eye. And these are the kind of things that go on. And I would say, if you want to help people, charity, organized charity. Now, there's a lot of really good people who work in these organized charities at the ground level. Their hearts are in the right place, they mean well. But at the top, it's a big scam for rich people to cream off the donations, and what's left, it gets thrown to a big pharma company or a university. It's like, I have asthma.
See, the thing is, this is where people get triggered, because if there was someone in chat now who worked for a charity or worked for this, to be going, no, it isn't, no, it's not. You wouldn't know at ground level. It's a pyramid scheme with most of the stuff they do. So you don't like, I've got someone I've known from school who works for the NHS or something, and she got triggered the other day on Facebook. She's like, I've worked for the it's like, it's not you, and you wouldn't know anyway. It's the aboves. My sister works at a school. She gets triggered. I'm like, it's not you in the education system. It's the higher ups. So that's where people have got to stop getting triggered. They don't research, and they haven't got a clue anyway. They're not supposed to know the ones. I don't mean at the bottom, like they're nothing. I just mean they're not supposed to know. They're just doing the job. The heart's in the right place. But the biggest thing behind it is not what people think it is. So, and that about charity shops, yeah, I sort of knew that, and I still shop there because I'd rather do that than the bigger places. So we sort of lose out in a lot of places, but that's because the world has been the way it is. There's something new coming in anyway, you know what I'm saying, which is what I'm going to talk about now. I don't know, I think there might have been another one actually, I'm gone. But people are only going to know this if they get off the backside and research. And this is why I say I'm not here to tell people now to go look here and everywhere. I think that will be changing in the new year. That's for you to find on your journey yourself. You see if this is another one.
I'd like to add to that, I see so many Facebook warriors and so many social media warriors.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And she was saying about Facebook social media warriors who think they put something good out by saying, like, for instance, she said on Facebook, sharing, oh, look, I've shared this charity thing of this thing to make you feel good. Yeah, but you're not doing anything, are you? You're just sharing it when you actually don't know what's behind it. And it is hard. We've all done it. It is hard because it gets it everywhere. Just let me see if there was another one. I think that might have been it, and Tapper can put those into the chat. Dolly, they're using our feelings and emotion. Yeah, they do. And that's the whole thing about energy. They use your feelings and emotions to control us. And that's why I've been told in the past, oh, you're too sensitive, you're too emotional. Someone a little bit ago was like, you shouldn't feel. Yes, you are supposed to feel. Yes, you are supposed to have emotions, but they've been using it as in to bring out your to have bad emotions, to have hateful spitefulness, to be in fear, to be in worry, them sort of feelings, that fear feeling, that's what they feed off. The negative fourth dimensional entities, energies, feed off that. That's why I've said you've got to come out of fear, stand up in your light truth, because they can't stand that. That's why, if you think about it, you get, if you say, for instance, you're on YouTube and that, you get a lot of trolls and stuff. Some of them don't know they're doing it. They've just got entities stuck to them because they're very low vibrating people. They probably drink. They're probably on Big Pharma. They probably hang around with people that all go around trolling everyone, like the people who've trolled me before. Certain channels, you know who you are. You're very, you go over to them sort of channels. They're very shouty, ego-based. A lot of them are men, funnily enough, because a lot of men do have big egos, and they're trying to feed their ego. They're not interested. They just want everyone coming over because it feeds their ego. But what they don't understand is that the minions that watch them go over to other channels, and they're just doing the same thing all the time. They're just getting fed off calling people, seeing them people get upset. But some of them know they're doing this, some of them don't, because they've got the entities attached. But that's how entities work, and they attach to low vibrating people. So if you're someone, I'm not saying people in chat, anyone who's watching who may be a troll or may just be wondering why you feel a bit cacky. Maybe you've got entities stuck to you, and maybe you need to start clearing out those energies, because that's what it's about going into 2020, is clearing out your energies. Why are you hating on people? Is it because you don't like your life? You know, what specific why do you have to try and bring people down just because they don't think like you? Or maybe because we're a bit more high vibrating than you and seem happy, and you're not really happy within yourself, because most people who do that are the people who are not happy in themselves somewhere. They might not know it, but that is the truth. They're not happy with themselves. So they go over to other people. This is in real life out there as well, relationships, to feed off other people, to bring them down so they feel better than that person because they brought that person down. So they think it's false, though. It's like drinking's false, drugs is false. When you drink, you know, there might be some people that do or have done or had problems with it. I don't drink in the house or anything. If I go out, I may have one or two because, you know, I used to be younger and drink and do the things you do, and it doesn't get you anything, because you only drink in that, especially if you're down about something or depressed, to mask something, and that's all it does. It just masks something. It might make you feel better at the time, but it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't solve that situation. It doesn't get rid of it. You've got to get off that, and you've got to go within yourself and know who you really are. That just masks everything. It might make you feel good at the time, but it isn't. It just brings lower negative entities to you, and it will keep you in the past and keep you fearing and worrying about the past. And if you're in the past, if you're always living in the past, you'll get depressed, because you're thinking, what if this way? It doesn't matter. Just let it go. Or anxieties, you're thinking too much in the future. So none of that, I'm sorry to say, is going to do you any good. You should be drunk off life and love, bringing the good ass prana in, as the lovely Ralph Smart would say on the channel Infinite Waters. Feed yourself with positivity, positive channels if you're watching channels, positive, just positive everything. Try and get good on your food intake. I know it's in a lot of stuff, but try. Water is life as well. Put your intentions on water. All the good stuff that I've talked about before. I'm not going to go on and on about it, because I'm going to be slowing down after next week. I'll be on once next week, and that'll be it till after Christmas, because I want to come back with a bang in 2020, and I want us all bringing our good ass energy up, because it's, you know, talking about the event, which I'll talk about now, is if you're not into this, doesn't matter, you can go now. If you are, then good. Or if you just like listening anyway, because you're getting a sort of some sort of energy, positive energy from me anyway, then you should watch, because that's a bit coded as well. Is I'm going to ask you in chat now. Hey, little Orby friend coming in there. Yeah, talking about the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening is awakening in ourselves. There's many analogies for it, but I believe it's awakening in ourselves. We are the saviours. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Yes, there is guidance with us. I'm not going to say what guidance you think there's with you. I know what guidance is with me. If you go over on if you go on over on Tapper77's channel, he's got a picture of an orb that I sent him a picture. I've not put it up yet on my channel. I may not yet, I don't know. An orb that came out of me, and it was purple and green, because we all have energy within us, and we're emanating it out and breathing it in, and it's all around us, and we're using it, the light. So the Great Awakening, you know, is the Great Awakening within us. A lot of people are waking up. People call it the event. The event is us as well, waking up and ascending in our consciousness. And people go on about the event, the solar flash. So what I've seen in it is on one of the Q maps, expanded off the first Q map, was the Great Awakening, which I said I was going to talk about, but I'm not going to go through all of it. I'll go through bits in different times. But the Great Awakening, the solar flash, the Great Awakening, everything is an illusion. Well, everything is an illusion, because if you are waking up, you're realizing that everything you've been told near enough is a lie or twisted. Like my mum would say, you think everything's a conspiracy. Now I just think there's one big fat ass conspiracy, and it's all in it. So, you know, yeah, Maya. Everything's an illusion. And then it says the Great Solar Flash. And it says above the Great Solar Flash, consciousness renaissance, ascension into 50-dimensional Earth age of the golden race. Now, I think it's where everything dimensional was with us. And I've talked about this before. Occurs every 25,900 years. Anyway, Great Solar Flash. Upcoming series of Great Solar Flash events will act as the trigger for full disclosure and the Great Awakening. And it also says on the other side, when we talk about, people talk about AI and reptilians and all that, it says, in the ancient artificial intelligence, AI, infests reptilians, because they're saying that all of them are bad. Reptilians are subservient to the AI, but it says underneath that the most pervasive threat in the universe will be wiped out during the Great Solar Flash, which I believe that this is what cards came out this week, and I'll show you them at the end, is us waking up because the light's within us. Now, whether we see something in the sky, energies, a big flash, talking about big flash, got the orbs. If we see it, I don't know. I'm not professing that I know. Maybe it's within us. You know, all this energy that's coming in, because there's tons of energy coming in. I'm seeing it about me. I'm seeing it in coming out of me. If you go on Tapper 77's channel, it's there. It was purple and green. Don't know what anyone thinks about purple and green, but it was beautiful. And I asked for a message and it came. Yeah, what's the definition of normal? So, and some people are thinking it's Christmas. Some people think it's like the 21st. I can't remember his channel now. Michael ELL. Oh, I'm going to have to get your channel up. But some people think it's the 21st. Some people think it's Christmas. We did actually get told off cue it's going to be a great Christmas. And what does Christmas bring? Presents. The greatest present ever. It could be. Some people are saying it's spring because we've got to give a few more people a chance to come on board with it still. And on here it actually says, I don't know, and I'm not professing to know. The Great Solar Flash 2019 to 23, 24. I've also heard that, because it could be you're going to get more of it, the ones who are awake, but all the ones that are coming on board, it's just giving them a bit of extra time to get on it, because some people say the worlds are splitting, you know, we're ascending in consciousness, whatever it is, because it's all the same to me. You know, heaven on earth, blah, 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 and all that. It's all the same thing to me. So if you're on this in chat, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think it's going to be lights in the sky like a flash? Because don't forget, in the films they tell you to go and hide, you know. What do you think? Buy your lotto ticket before the flash. I don't think you'll need money really then. You'll get burnt away. If anyone is near Michigan, Trump will be there December the 18th. Oh, whoop, whoop. Big flash. You think big flash? It could be a big flash and then it's within us, but it's definitely within us as well. Because it's like, is it going to be a physical thing we see or something inside? You know what I mean? Or it could be both. I don't know. My inner spiritual awakening 2020. Because that's what I'm saying, clear everything out now to go into 2020. So when you feel all these energies, it's going to come into you better. So, oh, you just text me what? So, anybody got any thoughts? I'm excited anyway. You missed the orb, the best orb, when I was sorting Jack out of the chat. Oh, you missed the orb. Oh, did an orb go past when I was sorting Jack out? I don't know. Sometimes I don't see him because I'm too busy yakking. But the one that came in yesterday was beautiful. It was purple and green, and it's on Tapper's channel. He slowed it down because we're having energy. It's coming out the palm of my hand. I am energy. I am light. You are light. We all are. You don't look at people and go, I wish I was like them. You are light. You are love. And that's what I was saying. I am light. I am love. 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 And it came and it was beautiful. And I asked for a big sort of flashy sort of answering a question I was asking, and I was like, oh, that was beautiful. Keep spreading the love. Thank you, Jerome. Well, that's what it's about. It's about spreading the love and light. And if people don't like it and people are not into it, then they just shouldn't watch me. I'm just really all about the soul fam now, and going into 2020 with just talking to the people on here that are into it. Anyone else, I'm not really, you know, you can't wake people up. It's really hard. They've got to go on their own journey. That's why I'm not gonna be I don't mean not sharing that many things, but there's some things I'm not gonna share as in videos I watch, because I want you to find them by yourself. Like Dave, you just said we seem to be watching the same things. A lot of us seem to be watching the same things because we're on that same, you know, resonating with stuff. Can't give it all away, because people have got to come across this on themselves and see your synchronicities matching up, because then you know how synchronicities work and how all that works. So, you know, looking glass. Yeah, we know about the looking glass. Yep. Who's got the looking glass? Dun, 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 dun. Mind you, we've all got a looking glass. Remote viewing. I tried it the other day, did a little bit. Yeah, it was rather interesting. Do you ever get that thing where when you go to sleep and you sort of got your eyes closed, but then it's the same when your eyes are open? And I always feel like I'm flying over trees. It's always trees. I'm always like, oh, I can see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yes, a lot of crazy, scary stuff coming on down the road. Well, scary stuff. What do you mean scary stuff? I think there's a lot of chaos still about, and there will be, but I'm not scared about it. It is what it is. The chaos has to come, because, like I said, I got a card this week, and people get scared. It's Calais. Oh yes, yes, bringing down the towers, the old control system. There has to be a rebirth. There has to be a death of the old way, the old systems. Boom. Looks a bit scary, but it's not. You have to have a bit of a shake up to wake you up, or you won't wake up, would you? You have to see the dark to see the light, and to go into the light to realise that's not what you want, and not that you want to be a part of anymore. We've all been a part of something at some point in the dark. I think when Q said timelines change, it was referring to now. Yeah, timelines are changing. That's why Q was talking a lot about Christmas, and it's funny how people are going on about the event with the Christmas solstice, the winter solstice, this, that, and the other. So who knows? You know, I'm not putting a date on it, because I've learned from that before. I'm not putting a date on nothing. I'm just saying you can feel it. Oh yes, you can feel it. And then the next card I got was, yeah, the divine plan. Exactly. I have to trust the plan. Trust the plan. It was Gabriel, Angel Gabriel. And it's funny how I got the light out of my hand the other day, and I was like, And it's blue, people. I keep having this thing about blue. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, the Looking Glass, which I talked about the other day. Well, these are ones I showed the other day. I know I got that one. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. You need to reevaluate what you want, because when you see what you might have been a part of without knowing, because we got hijacked, then you'll realize what you really do want. And that's when we come into the light. There's a new world. We're coming out of the dark, because she's in a forest, this little girl. She's in a forest. She's coming into a new sort of world there. The birds are flying in, the animals are going, the butterflies, everything's there. She's following her path. Don't know if you can see her path to a brighter world. See, all the trees are very bright. She can see now out of the dark into the light. There's like a sun, a feminine energy number 3 there, with lots of light coming out. I don't know if you can see, because we're all on the hero's journey. See how beautiful that card is? Out of the forest into that beautiful land. Following the path. And if you notice how when she comes out up here, it's very bright and white, yellow, like golden, the path. Following her path, and we'll carry on following that path of divine light, because that's what we all are. It's what we all are. What I've received is they are scared because they know they have lost. Oh yeah, they've lost. Watch on them on the news. Yeah, they're all like, they know they've lost, but they've got to carry on pumping it out there, because they might have that still little thing that, what if they grabbed hold of it again? It's not going to happen, but they've got to keep they've got to keep the mask on, haven't they, for the sleeping, because there's still a lot of sleep, but there's a lot going like this at the minute. You know, when you look at the UK and look at America, look at Trump and look at Boris, and look what they're saying about Boris, what they're saying about Trump. It's the exact same thing all over, as most of us know. Hey Dolly, a woman was talking about you on on her channel the other day. She's a star seed. You made her look into the looking glass. Oh, which woman? who was it? Alison? I don't know. I do throw a few things out on the Starseed channels because it might have been her. I don't know, because I said, oh, something about, have you seen The Looking Glass? Have you looked into Baron Trump's adventurous journey thing, which I've actually got the book but not read yet, but the timelines and all that. So I don't know. I'll find out. Oh, it might have been. I've thrown a few out there about The Looking Glass. You know, and even there's a few people out there on the that are on my Facebook. I'm not saying names, you might know who they are. I don't even know if they watch me now on the flat earth thing people, and they're like going on about someone from a certain island. They don't believe in Q, but they're actually just bringing up all the Q stuff now as if it's new. And it's like, but you're not into Q. We knew this ages ago. So you're not into Q, but you're bringing all this stuff up like you've just found out, which is fine because you all find out at different times. But it makes me laugh because they don't believe in Q, but Q's just bringing you evidence of what the I can't explain. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's funny. Oh, Cat Down the Road. Yeah, if you haven't been to Infinity Waters channel, you need to go over there. He's so great, so full of positivity, and the cat down the road and everything, and breathing in the good ass prana. And it's great. The good ass prana is the energies around you, the light, the source, what we are, bringing, you know, light photons, breathing it all in. Like I said, if you go to Tapper 77's channel, you'll see my new orb that I got yesterday. Just let me read chat. They had to build a looking glass, but we already have that. Yes, we do, Rachel. They had to build a looking glass, and we know where Trump got his looking glass from because his uncle, John G. Trump, which they tried to lie about in the mainstream, had that technology from Tesla. It's not new from Tesla, you know, the Stargates, things, whatever you want to call portals, doors that you can go through, but we actually have that within us. They were just trying to make them, but we have that technology that they tried to shut down with us. All these sort of superheroes they put on TV, we have all that power within us, telekinesis, telepathy, so on and so on and so on. We have it all. We can go to different places, different planes of existence when we go within. That's why meditating is so important, and that's why I'll be going a bit quiet for a bit. One more video next week maybe, and then it's Christmas anyway, and then I'll come back in 2028 with New Year, because I'm trying to do all this stuff myself. And then you realize when you're actually doing the work yourself, you can see, and I believe that's what's going to come in. We'll be able to do all this beautiful stuff ourselves, and it's brilliant. Oh, was it Angelica Christie? Oh, bless her. Yeah, she's got a great channel. Was it her? She normally pops in here sometimes. She's a lovely, yeah, she's lovely. We're all starseeds, most of us, you know. Yeah, I must have said something on the channel, but that's, yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, she's lovely. If you've not checked the channel out, you know, and some people will resonate with certain channels and some people won't. It's okay. You don't have to be nasty about it. You know, you resonate with who you resonate with. Yeah, I know who it is. She knows who I am. Yeah, she's been in this chat before. She comes in now and again. She's lovely. I have to check her channels now and again. I don't know if anyone knows if Laura Eisenhower's done anything recently. I just keep finding it really hard to. I tell you, I will give a shout out to. I've got to do some shout outs next week because I keep forgetting. But it's really weird. Well, it's not weird. You know, I said that there's a lot of people that I used to watch a couple of years ago when I started waking up to all this other stuff. And I come back round in full circle. And I was thinking, who is this woman in England that I used to watch? And I used to think, oh, and she does a lot of singing and stuff. You know, when I do the chanting and stuff and things, and I've done it today and it happened again. And I sent it to Tapper and he's seen it, this flashing again. And I kept thinking, I couldn't remember her name, but I subscribed to her, but I've not seen her in ages. And I know she had dreads in her hair. And I was like, oh my God, I can't remember her name. So I'm just going to go find her now because she popped up today. And I was like, well, she was meant to pop up now, but she popped up today. And I was like, oh my God. So and you might know her, and Magenta Pixie's put a new one up, so I will be watching that after this because I am going soon. I'm not staying on long tonight. She's called, there she is, talking about solar flowers. She's lovely. She's called Matajaha. I'll probably get this wrong, so it's Matahari Jennifer. And I'm so glad she popped back up because I thought I was looking for her and I thought, who was that woman? Like, she knew about like And then all of a sudden she pops up and I was like, I've been searching for her, but because I couldn't remember her name and she's not been popping up even though I'm subscribed and all that, I was like, I haven't seen her. And she's great. And I think her last video she was talking about was Portal. We are on a collective accelerated. I think it was twin flame things she was going on about, but it's great. You may resonate, you may not, but it was great. So yeah. So like I said, I can feel there's something coming, whether it be, see, the event or Soul Flash or whatever, it might be a thing. I think it's a thing that's going to last a little bit. I don't think it's going to be like, I mean, it might be, but I'm just feeling if some people are saying it's here, but it may be next spring, next year and going up to 2014, then is a solar flash a thing that's just ongoing? You know, like I'm seeing all this photonic light coming orbs, whatever you want to call it, help, guidance, coming within us as well, and it's coming out of us because I'm seeing it in myself, you know, the twinkly skin and all this. Is it a thing that's gradually coming in, but they call it the solar flash because it's happening now anyway? So is it a thing that's just going to go over a few years just to help the others that are coming in? Like it's because it can't, you know, if it was something really quick, like I don't know, you know, do you know what I mean? Maybe not, could be totally wrong, but I'm just saying we could be. Those orbs on your channel are coming from your 0 point. Your channel is absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to seeing you when you are fully home. Oh, thank you, Rachel, because I actually have realised that, funny you said 0 point because it's on the map and it says QAnon's down here. Now, if you look, there's the dome. There's within our world and there's outside the dome. Maybe a thing that a gauze that they put over, and these things are starting to come in now. And it says release free energy, what Trump talks about all the time, energy, and he was saying to Joe Biden, look at my energy, free energy, free crystal, let's have crystal clean water and crystal clean air. I wonder why, because it's been a bit full of crap, hasn't it, and entities and all sorts of. It goes right up to free energy 0 point. I'm feeling, because I'm opening up certain energy point chakras, whatever you want to call them, that I'm bringing my energy in, my true energy, my and the colours may have something to do with that. The one that came out yesterday, and it is on Tapper's channel, was purple, white, and I've got a picture of it, purple, white, and green, which I think is that crown chakra. What's green again? Green is heart. Green is the heart chakra. Talk about love a lot. I have got the picture, but you can go and see it on Tapper's channel. Think. Where is it? Hang on. Try and find the picture. Oh, I can hear a helicopter again. There was a helicopter over here last night. Yay. Right, hang on a minute. I'm trying to find this picture. There it is. So I don't know if you can see this on here. Can you see it? Purple, white, and green. I don't know if you can see it properly. I think once you start opening your energy systems up, energy systems are coming in. So I don't know what anyone thinks about that. I have loads of videos with some amazing orbs. Can't put them on my channel. My room's a mess. I do that sometimes. Like, oh my god, I've got my crafting stuff everywhere, but I'll show you anyway. People are thinking I'm like, you know, wow, that's some orb. It is that, and the thing is, if I told, I might put the video up. I don't know why I'm thinking everyone thinks I'm mad, because I know you don't. It's purple, all right, and I saw a little green. No, it was half green, white in the middle, and a lot of purple. You can't really see on that. You can on Tappers. Dolly, I'm hoping the change is gradual, so that as many as possible. That's why I think it's gradual. It's already started anyway. It has to be gradual. Like I said, you can't put frogs in a pan and, turn the water. I've put them in boiling water. You have to turn the water up slowly. But we'll see. I've been singing to them. Yeah, I sing. I do the chanting of whatever it is because they do love it. It's an energy because it's a frequency. Sound is a frequency. It's a vibration. That's why they come. And they're good because you will feel it. If they were bad, you would feel that energy. It's a signature. Mine are bright white, some are gold, some are blue, and that was purple, white, and green, which reminds me of Crown and Heart. Energy level has been really high. Yeah, it has. My twitchy eye's gone. I had a twitchy eye for about a week and a half. It was like, when I was watching things, it was like, it's like doing downloads or something. I was like, oh my God, my eye. It's quite funny, actually, if you're mad. Well, what I was asking out loud was, because Tapper knows, was some people don't believe in the Galactic Federation, right? Which is there actually on the map, and I'll read it out in a minute. It's all right if you get triggered by it or not. See, people go on about, oh, I don't believe in this and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in, like, because if you think Earth's not what they say, why would there be planets? It's not what they say it is it? There can still be planets. And how do we get there? Well, you can get them through they're dimensional, multidimensional. You can get there through within yourself. And also, anyway, I was asking, like, am I part of this? Am I going to be a channel for them? There's lots of channels that do it. Am I communicating to get stuff out in 2020 to help people? 33 in the house. I was just asking mad questions. I talk to them. I don't care. It works because I can see. And then the minute I went like that, I asked for a bright light. That's the strongest one I've got yet, apart from the gold. When I went like that, that's what came out. So I was just like, okay. So on this, it says free will, because everything is out your free will. That's why you can't bash people on the head and waking them up. It's up to them whether they wake up and go on that journey. If they don't, they don't. Maybe they go with that side of the earth that's splitting it, as if you want to say, It says, so I'll just read this out. It says, and it's all right if you don't believe in it. Free will, law of non-influence. Egyptian Ra, remember the book of Ra that I'm reading, and we had orbs around that. Ancient builder race, Ra, law of one. The grand experiment, Ancient builder race, the grand experiment. Now it says a grand experiment, genetic manipulation of humans on Earth by extraterrestrial groups. And then that goes to 22 ET human genetic experiments will now cease, because if you're into all that, we've heard that will now cease. Then it says the blue avian message, which I really resonate with the blue avians because of all the women I drew with blue hair, and the drawings that you've seen. I'm always going about blue, electric blue, and blue. Channeling, multidimensional beings, spiritually evolved, Sphere Being Alliance. Now, this is the one that I love. Sphere Being Alliance. Well, what are orbs? And I had one with wings in. And if you haven't seen my videos with the orb with wings in, go to the video where it says orb with wings. It says the Guardians. I like the film The Guardians of the Galaxy, right? The Guardians, the blue avians, the golden triangle-headed beings, blue orbs, blue spheres. I do get blue ones. It has got Corey Good and all that, so that if you know who that is, whether you like it or not. Assisting us through our spiritual ascension. Assisting, guiding, not doing it for us. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Hi, anyone who's coming. We are the ones we're waiting for. We're not waiting for a saviour. They're not a saviour. They're not a God. We are the ones, but we've got guidance because we've been hijacked. Will provide aid to Earth after Great Solar Flash. Now, this is where I think stewards of the Earth's evolution and spiritual development throughout history. Now, Galactic Federation, 6 density light beings in service to the one infinite creator. Well, yeah. And this is where I always think, right, well, the government and that, I've noticed in the news lately, they're going on about China or Japan or somewhere. oh, they think they found something with, like, they've got this thing that they might be able to find alien life, right? So they're all going on about these alien things because, you know, there's Project Bluebeam. Now, I think Project Bluebeam, myself, I'm not saying this is true, is what the Gov want to put out, because if you do see something, don't forget they've got technology and they've got, like, hologramic stuff anyway. So a lot of things you could be seeing could be holograms, whatever. But imagine if it's real and they're trying to say it's a hologram. They're trying to say it's this, or it's an alien invasion, because obviously they'd want you to go out and shoot them, wouldn't they? Because normally in most films, they make out all the aliens are scary. We've got to kill them. They've come here to take over the earth, blah, blah, blah. I think they already did that. If anyone's on that sort of wavelength, but that's what I see it as. I see it as the New World Order. We're trying to put out the Project Bluebeam. It's funny how it's blue, isn't it? Again, our blueprint, blue avians, the blue energy. I don't see it as that, because people talk about that. Oh, well, it's going to be it's going to be Project Bluebeam. Really? Or do they just want to run and hide and not being part of the solar flash, whatever? If anyone gets what I'm saying, that's how I sort of see it, as you're going to think you're not seeing something and the government will go, oh, it was just a test we were doing to see what you'd think and how you'd react. So the thing that you thought you saw wasn't real. It was just a big hologram. I mean, everything's a big frigging illusion anyway, isn't it? It's not really what you think. Well, under the dome where we all live, because I just noticed this has a dome on it, Antarctica, all this thing going on in the 3D. What's above the 3D? Just like in the book I've got, alchemy, because everything is alchemy. You know, this picture. But it's funny, isn't it? Because if that's the dome, yeah, I show this picture a lot. If that's the dome, protection, whatever it is, what's beyond that? There's the sun and the moon within our atmosphere, because they are, and the stars. But what's beyond that in the cosmos? The heavenly realms. Yeah, we don't really know, do we? Their tech is just our tech. Yeah, I've said that before, Rachel. Their tech is our tech. They've just brought it. They've just tried to bring it. I talked about it the other week, didn't I? I said anything from the heavens is what we are anyway, and then they try and bring it out in, you know, like they steal our symbols. Everyone gets triggered by different symbols and all that. So they steal everything, but they use it for their numbers. Oh, wow. I mean, I've got 33 in. Oh, it's just gone down to 32. I was going to say, I've got 33 in. So everyone will think, oh, it's a Lumafati and all that. Well, yeah, they use that. They use our stuff. They use it. What do you think McDonald's is? McDonald's is 33. What are you eating when you're eating McDonald's anyway? I'm just saying. But most of us know this. So they just use, like I've said before, we are the real stars. But down on the ones they try and portray out that people follow and think and worship are the celebrities, stars in Hollywood. We all know what Hollywood is. Don't need to go into that again, because I've talked about it loads. So like I said, I don't know what anyone's thinking about the whole Great Awakening, solar flash and all that. Yeah, that's what I call them, the Lumafati. You've got to take the piss out of them, you know, because yeah, you have to. They've done it to us enough. We're sending it back. You've got to stand up and be your authentic self and talk your truth. So my sister said something the other day, like, oh, you don't have to be so. I said, yeah, I do. I'm just talking my truth. It's the way I am. You don't like it. I'm sorry that you're not that awake. I don't mean that in a, I just mean that in a, oh, I'm not going to stop talking about it, because it's who I am and what I believe in. So I can't sort of sit there and not. People don't like it and look at you weirdly. Oh, well. These people will be coming to you in the near future like, what were you talking about? Because I've started experiencing this, and this. I can talk about it because I'm experiencing it, so no one can tell me any different. Doesn't matter if any trolls come in and hate on me. Just hate yourself. It's okay. It's just a reflection of how you're feeling about yourself. Because I'm experiencing it. I'm seeing it and experiencing it. So I'm just sharing with everybody what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, and that's all I'm doing. And I know a lot of you in chat are feeling the same sort of thing, or beginning to see, you know, have you got twinkly skin? Are you seeing orbs? Are you having eye twitches? Do you get tingles on the top of your head? Are you feeling these energies? Are you seeing a shift with people, like people waking up, because I am, or, you know, these ones with entities that just, you know, there's some people that are just not going to wake up, but maybe they'll wake up at some, you know, whatever, their journey. It's up to them whether they want to look into it. That's like the book of Ra. The Ra material is free will. It's up to them. You can't make somebody wake up. They'll wake up in their own divine time, whenever that is. Well, I guess will be the right time for them. You know, when they've let go of sort of material 3D crap, basically. So yeah, trolls can catch a taxi. Yeah, taxi. Yeah, listen to your heart. Everything's about listening to your heart. Now, before I go, saying that, in the past, myself, and I know some of you have done it, when you've done something in the past or gone somewhere, or I don't know, whatever it is, and you've had that resonating feeling like you're not really enjoying it, or you don't really want to do it, or you like, it could be a job, like I said before, you've took a job and thought, God, I really hate it, then you start getting ill. It's because you're not in alignment with your sole purpose of what you're here to do. You're in a job that you shouldn't really be doing, and that's why you feel crap in it, because it's not your soul alignment. You know, it's not your soul alignment. We're here to do our soul alignment, and they didn't want us doing our soul alignment because it's a thing that keeps you happy, it keeps you younger, it keeps you in an ace vibration. But they don't want that, because like I said before, the news and all that is doom and gloom. Like I've said before, I'm in both worlds, because I see that and I see 3D. But like I said, people get triggered about Trump. He's only unearthing the stuff we need to see, because that's not what we want to be, so we can have the shift. And if you don't know, some of the things that are on the first Q map that came out is an alliance, and the alliance apparently have on it the Palladians. But it's guidance. They're not our saviors. They're not gods. They're just guidance to help us, because everything, if we're multi-dimensional, everything that goes down in this world, if we're gonna you know, basic kill off Gaia and kill off ourselves, thank you, kills off everything else, plant life, mineral life, extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them, beings, elementals, because we're all connected. So they can't have that, because it affects them and it affects us in the future and them in the future, and all that timeline stuff. That makes total sense to me. My little one said today, because you know what kids are, especially now, I said, oh, we might go out tomorrow to the park, you know, if it's not too bad, the weather, it's been terrible. And he said, yeah, today. I said, no, tomorrow. But this just makes me laugh, kids. I went, no, tomorrow. I said, it's night time now. He said, yeah, it's today, but it's tomorrow, but it's the same day, because it's today. It's today, tomorrow. I went, yeah, I thought, yeah, it makes sense. It's today, tomorrow, he calls it. It's today, but it's tomorrow, but it's the same day. Today probably means live in the moment, if anyone gets what I'm saying. It's just funny how he said it. Hi, Rachel. I hope you like your bracelets and your earrings and everything. But yeah, and I'm still making another meditation course on, because getting the meditative state, people. Now, I'm going to go now, even though Rachel's just come on. I will pull a card, but I'd just like to say, just throwing out there, because I've probably missed a load of stuff out, but I'm just waffling. Oh, and I found this book. This book went missing for ages. Some of you all know this book. I'm like, oh my God, I found it. It disappeared, and then it reappeared again. The Heart of the Christos. Oh, yes. And it says, star seeding from the Palladians. Oh, look at the book. It's blue. Just saying. Then I wondered why I had a big thing about the colour blue. My nana was really into turquoise, and hang on a minute, when I rang you last night, Finn was is that the doctor? Oh yeah, because he stuck a piece of Lego up his nose. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. So let me see if I've took a picture of it. I don't know. Oh, and to people who go, conspiracy theories, yeah, that's what the news say. A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Really? That's what they say. But then it says underneath, a conspiracy to destroy the government. Well, isn't that what it's all about? Just saying. Oh my God, that's so funny. Now, just let me... Hi. No, they're not indoctrinated. That's what I mean. And I tell him a lot of stuff, and he's like, I said to him the other day, what do you think about the life? And he said, love everybody and everything. I said, and what do you think about the world? And he went, it's got a crust on it. So that's all I'm saying. So seeing they're using that Greta girl again, for God's sake. I like to take on personal Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, see no fear, right? Yeah. See, on this it says, the colour turquoise is associated with meanings of refreshing, feminine, calming, sophisticated energy, wisdom, serenity, wholeness, creativity, emotional balance, good luck, spiritual grounding, friendship, joy, tranquility, patience, intuition, and loyalty. Just having a look. The most legendary of all stones, the turquoise crystal, has been reached rock star status in the world of healing. And it's funny because a film I was watching the other day. Let me try and think what it was. The Golden Child. Watch that. The woman had turquoise in her ears. The guy, even the evil one, had turquoise on, and I was like, this is why I googled it. Left Behind the Children. Yeah, turquoise crystal had reached rockstar status in the world of healing minerals. Its dazzling blue-green shade made an appearance in ancient Egyptian, where it was incorporated, also Native American Indians, incorporated into amulets, royal bling for the likes of the King Tut, Cleopatra. One of the first gemstones to be mined, the turquoise crystal, meaning was considered a sacred stone by the Native Americans, which use it as a powerful, I love that silver and turquoise, a powerful healing tool for creating a connection between heaven and earth. Boom! I've not got mine on today, but I normally have my blue turquoise on because it was my nana's favourite, and I'm always going on about blue stone. You know, the realms, the bridge, because we are the bridge. On a cellular level, cells. This all in one stone, and Infinite Waters wears blue, if you've not noticed, in his, and he's a Pisces like me, water signs, Finn's water as well. On a cellular level, this all-in-one stone is considered a master healer because it promotes an energetic flow of highest vibration of love. I didn't know this, and the spiritual superfood to heal the world. I better go and get it back on. I've not got it on because I was making I didn't want a chain, I wanted some string on it, so I best get that back on. Always loved it. It was my nana's favourite stone, so just saying. And the Native American Indian thing, again, because my granddad was into cowboys and Indians, blah, 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 blah. In crystal healing, the turquoise crystal stone meaning is associated with personal protection. There you go. Making it, that's why they must have had it on in the Golden Child film. I'll look in chat in a minute. Making it a popular protective shield for ancient warriors heading into battle. Oh, yeah, I've been into battle. The bright and stunning hue of turquoise crystal has been discovered in the ceremonial masks and battle gear of the Aztecs, a tribe that revered the decorative stone for its ability to provide personal protection against negative forces. In the case of the ancients, it served as a bodyguard against invading, whatever that says, and other challenges of antiquity, is it? According to Persian legend, the turquoise crystal stone was believed to bring good luck when it reflected the light of the new moon. A protective stone used for thousands of years, turquoise is a spiritual balm to a heart that's been clapped by an old emotional wounds and chronic stress. Modern life, just going on and going on there. It goes on forever. So big up the old turquoise. Get yourself some turquoise on your necklace, on your jewellery. But yeah, so that's funny that I've been wearing that crystal around my neck for quite a long time. I just took it off the other day. It's my nana's favourite one. She always loved turquoise. That's why there's a little blue butterfly that I've shown before, because just blue, and I'm always waffling on about blue. Polly Daydream, was your lovely non-spiritual? Not in a sense that I really knew. But she did say something before she passed away, and it was weird, and I can't remember what it wasn't weird. She said, before she died, she sort of looked at me because we were quite close, and she was like, I'm sure she said, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. And I was like, she probably meant the frigging Matrix, do you know what I mean? I can't remember what it was, but I'm just laughing actually because they're on a picture over there. So yeah, clean your crystals. I'm an air sign, hence why my head is always in the clouds. Well, they say Pisces always heads in the clouds, I weren't quite dreamy. Water. Yeah, first munch. I'm not a flat earther. I'm a globalist denier. I don't know what shape it is. I know we say, we can't see the curve, but I just know it's not what NASA, it's not what they say it is. It's not what the mainstream say it is. I don't know what it is, but I know it's not what they say it is. Yeah, she said something on the lines of that. I'm going to have to try and remember what she said because it was at the time. It was in 2017, people, on the 7th. When I say 7 follows me in 17, she said something. And at the time then, because funny enough, that was before, it was June, July, before Q came out. So I wasn't really that awake to some stuff then. Not on feeling stuff. I know there's stuff about, I always knew there was stuff about, but I mean on the physical as well. So she passed in 2017, which was, because Q came out in like November or something, October, November. So yeah, thinking about, you can hear the helicopter out again like it was yesterday. I was like, oh. But at the time I was just like, what did she say? Oh, what's she going on about? And she was going on about things in the hospital and things like moving and this, that, and the other. And thinking about it now, we were laughing, thinking she'd gone cuckoo because of the stuff she was on, but really she probably wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone thinks we're cuckoo now, don't they? So yeah. Yeah, it might be not quite right. It could be, I said it could be a sphere of energy with a plane in the middle, or like when they say it's what is it? A tutorial for. I don't know. They lie. We know they lie. That's one thing, but I'm not saying I know what it is because I don't. And not that I'm really that faffed about it. It's just that at the end of the day, it's just a point we've been lied to. I don't like liars. I don't like people who lie. So all that stuff. But I'm not getting into that because it's not really that. I'm not, on depth in that. That's not what I like to talk about personally. Well, they might say it's that shape, but that's not the shape they put out, is it? The shapes that change all the time. The pictures they put out, they just change all the time. My father would rather say, yeah, my father would say rather a thief than a liar. Yeah, true, that as well. Yeah. They have thefted a lot of things, haven't they, from us? But it's all, I'm gonna say it's all good. I just think, well, the stuff going on, I find it very exciting at the same time as, some people will fear it. I just think what's going on at the minute is absolutely amazing balls on the side of the shift, the event, the whatever you want to call it, is I just see so many people talking about it. They did think it was 2012. I think that's when it started. You can just feel it. You can feel something's coming. So let me pull some cards before I go, and I'm going. So let's do my favorite deck at the minute, which is the chrysalis desk, because we were all little caterpillars, and we've gone into the chrysalis in the dark, and we're coming out in the light, and we are spreading our wings, and we are ascending in consciousness. So I love this deck, the butterflies, Ah, yeah, Oh, it nearly flipped over. I think there's been some flying about, but I had them in before because I was doing a lot of singing. Oh, sorry, I just didn't turn my Cali card over. Liars have to have a good memory. That's why they get found out. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. 3 cards came out together. Oh. Well, I don't always read off the thing, but I mean, it's a tree of life, isn't it, to me? It says the 6 of stones, which is earthly anyway, so tree of life, and it's got it's like Celtic anyway, but the roots connected, as above, so below. We're connected to everything anyway, the tree of life. 6 of stones, what was I thinking? How many stones were in the film Guardians of the Galaxy? Because there's something I was thinking about that the other day. Oh yeah, the 6 there, but what I was on the lines of thinking 6 stones, 6 chakras when they're all in alignment. But that's a bit like our DNA again, isn't it? Roots in the earth and roots up above in the cosmos is what we are anyway. We're rooted to earth, but we're part of the cosmos as well. Just saying. Yeah, 7. And then, I mean, she's looking up again. I know this is the 8 of scrolls, but it's purple. Purple is psychic. I mean, obviously she's there with a crystal ball, looking glass, looking up, asking the divine, maybe getting them sort of downloads, as we call them, in the ether, looking back, because there's a camel of like Egypt, you can bring in all the stuff from the past, about this already, if you get what I'm saying. Not looked at the card properly. The Akashic records, she's looking up at scrolls. Some people call it the Akashic records. There's many different names for that, many different names, all the same thing to me. And if you actually look at her hair, she's got blue flowers in, but the way her hair is like ripples. And you can all do this. People call it magic. It's what we are anyway. And then the one at the end is, we've had this before, is the Weaver, the Queen of Scrolls. Oh, and I didn't realise she was weaving a butterfly. The funny thing is, I've been weaving as well. I've got a weaving thing going on upstairs. Makes me laugh. But purple is psychic as well, and all that sort of good stuff, protection. And she has got the arc over, which is like protection. That's how I see it. With a long hair, weaving, because we are weaving in the new way, the new world, aren't we? We are reweaving that tapestry, and it's got a butterfly on it. So the butterfly, we're ascending, wings, ascension, and we come out of the dark from being a caterpillar into the light. So that's what I see it as. Yeah, and she's looking pretty peaceful. So what can I say? There's 2, what do you call them, 2 column things at the side. It's a bit like 11 as well. 11, the awakening. So we're weaving our own reality. We're bringing in the good ass prana. That's how I see it. What is Edison? Are you talking about Edison and Tesla? Because Edison was fake ass, bring in the Tesla. Let's do an angel card. Let's do the sphere oracle cards of Atlantis. The power of God. Don't get me going on the power of Grayskull. I saw something today on a cartoon of Finn's, and it was a president. It was George Washington or something, or whatever. Teen Titans again. He goes, "I have the power," and I was laughing my head off, because we all have the power. I said that before, haven't we? I have the power of Grayskull. We all have the power. I have the power. Do you mean weaving threads of destiny, not weaving threats? Does that say threats? Oh yeah, let's see if the orbs come in. Pick a card. Any card. Your cards. Decided to hum. Yeah, The Quickening. Whoop whoop. You need to go and watch the old what was it called off that film I talked about, The Quickening. It is Quickening. What's that film? Highlander. Learn about Trump with that as well. Maybe I'll do a bit of humming at the end and see what happens. It's sound, people. The orbs are coming in, yeah. Yes, I would say that first munch, you need to know when to relax and you need to go to bed early and you need to be getting on your fruit and veg. Yes, you do. More, what is it, alkaline or whatever you say. Yes, you do. That's actually good if they've actually said that. I've said that to a lot of people. You need to start loving yourself and taking care of yourself. So, oh, there we go. Oh. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dun, 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 dun. Are you ready for this one? Right, we've been talking about the Solar Flash, the event. It's supposed to be for freedom, isn't it? Freedom. Freedom. Are you ready? Yeah, freedom. Are you ready? Some people call it the golden age. Are you ready? Oh, it's golden. Is it Uriel? I've probably butchered that name. Freedom. Whoa, spinning a golden light. Boom, freedom. It's here. Our queen is not wearing a crown. Freedom, freedom, freedom. There you go. And then I've just got the song coming in my head now that we are family. I got all my sisters with me. And then I'll say and brothers as well. And one more I shall do, Whispers of Love. Freedom, freedom. Oh, top card. What can I say? Dolly, can you sing that song you just sang, please? What? Freedom? What? Sisters? What? Humming? Which song? We Are Family. Oh. Ooh. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Well, that's good because, I mean, everything is love. And there's lots of fairies and angels and it's 55. Shooting stars, all sorts going on, unicorns and everything. Because we're rebuilding our foundation, aren't we? That they tried to take down the orbs like this. Oh yeah, they do like the singing because it's a frequency, it's a sound. I was just humming. I'll do a bit of humming and see what happens, and then I'm going. I'm going to start laughing because I'm just getting that. I'm getting that film in my head. There you go. In Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do 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 do. Why were they messing with tones? Do 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 do. Mine tends to come in more when it's deeper, like a don't know now. Oh. See, sometimes I feel deeper, sometimes I don't. There was a twinkle up there. I don't know if you saw that there. Anyway, they came in at the beginning. What you're saying? Can't anyone else hear the other voice sound like a child? Oh, really? Maybe. I don't know. So I'm going to go because I've got a few things to finish off. Listening to Magenta Pixie. I'm going to go listen to that while I'm making my next meditation cushion. But yeah, but it's interesting. And if you do have orbs, speak to them, sing to them, hum to them. They like it. So it's good. I'm just messing with the light now. I'm just like I said, Tapper77 has got my orb from last night. I've not put it on my channel yet. Also remember to check out my community page. Oh, there we go, because sometimes I throw things over there, things I've been watching and stuff. Like I said, I am going to be going quieter now. I'll probably do 1 or 2 next week, and that's it till after Christmas. Come back with a bang in the new year with new hair and new energy and everything, because I just want to slow down for Christmas and relax. And I think a lot of you should be doing that and getting ready for 2020, or any energies that are coming in. So it's good night from me, and it's good night from the Light Brigade. When they come in, you know, I just let them, they come in when they come in. They've been in and out all night anyway. Yes. And if you haven't watched The Golden Child, go and watch it again, because I was like, oh my God, there was lots of twinkles and flashing. I keep seeming to watch people's videos now and old films, and it's got orbs in it or flashing twinkles that came up there when I was humming before. And I'm like, oh, I'd love to buy a meditation cushion. Yeah, Rachel, I'm going to be making quite a few because I've got to try and get stock, but I don't know what colours they'll be, and it's just whatever I get in, but they could probably take about a week. So like I said, if anyone's interested, then you're just going to have to email me. I mean, I know Rachel anyway, so just in case anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, I'll go and get it. But I think really what I'm going to be doing these is making some up for like a business that I want to do, you know, my crafts and stuff in the new year. So really, I'm going to be making stock up for that. So really, you'll be able to get them really in the new year. I might be able to do a few on the side. But sorry, this has got fluff all over it at the minute. But this is mine, and this is how big it is. So it's nice. You can sit on it on the floor, because I like to have my knees raised a little bit. And I mean, if you've got a small cat, cats can sit on it. But yeah, it's just comfy. And sometimes when I go outside and have a brew, when I'm watching the sun and stuff, I'll sit on this because it's comfy. So they're quite big. They look like a donut. they'll all be in different colours and different things. One I'm doing at the minute is a little bit more grayer with a little bit of colouring. So some will be colourful, some will be different. They're all going to be different. I'm not doing Pacific colours. It's the material and stuff I've got in at the time, you know. So yeah, they are very pretty, and Finn likes to sit on them. They're great for kids as well because they're like, yeah, my friend's daughter came around the other day and she just sat right on it. She went, I like this cushion. I was like, so I'm just making the outers at the minute. I've got to actually get the filling for it. But if you're interested, you can email me. But most of them really will be going towards my creative stuff that I'm trying to make up to start a creative business, really, because everybody knows I like making jewellery, doing paintings, everything that I do that I love, and all sorts of stuff that I do. But you can email me and I can let you know. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from though, especially when it's dead deep and it goes like, I can't do it now because I'm thinking about it. Normally I just don't think about it, like the I see, I can't do it. It just proves I can't do it when I'm like, hey, ho, 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 ha, hey. When I'm deeper in the voice, they seem to come in. Oh, hey, ho, ho, yeah, ho, hey, ho, hey, ha, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey, ho, hey, hey, ho, hey. You've got a tingle on the head. Next door must be thinking, what the is she doing? Always chanting and going on. Wait till I get my tongue drum with the fin. I'll be like, oh, hey, with me flipping tongue drum. It's not a drum, but I always think, could it not sound angelic? But I have to come in with the deepness, and they seem to come in more, as you just seen then. So just saying, I'm experimenting, I'm sharing what's happening and going on. Some people think it's the devil. That's because they're in fear. They don't know what's going on. Maybe they're jealous because they're not experiencing it. I don't know. But what I know is I'm not in fear because it doesn't feel that way. I just know there's lots of light coming in, lots of energies going about, lots of energy from ascendant masters and all, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Very open-minded. And yeah. But that's the sort of thing that seems to work for me. So we did say before I said my BQHH session about the Native American Indian. I get that sort of thing all the time with the Indian thing with Native American Indians, star people and all that sort of stuff. So I resonate with a lot of that. So, and I did dress as an Indian girl with my sister when I was younger. So just saying. So, yay. Thank you, Effie. I actually do think I'm supposed to be doing some chanting stuff on here. So in the new year, if you think I've gone even more bonkers, sitting here drumming or something, then that's what I'm supposed to do. You know, I just feel what I feel like I need to do. So, because I'm not, you know, whatever, but I've just proved it there again. So I'm going now because I've said this umpteen times, and normally when I say that, it means I'm on for about another 2 hours. So I shall catch you next week at some point. Have a great, you know, carry on with having a great weekend. Remember, if you need to rest. Look after yourself, eat more healthily, try to water, blah, 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 blah. Try humming and singing yourself. It makes you feel good. It's frequency. That's why I don't really listen to their music out there. I've just made my own up. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, they're not. I put bits on there, but I'm just trying to make a collection at the minute, and it's going to take me a bit of time. So that's why I'm going to try and go a bit quieter over Christmas after next week. But everyone should be chilling out anyway, coming off line till after Christmas. So yay. I shall see you soon. Have a great rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever it is, wherever you are. Love and light to everybody. I will see you soon. Bye. Oh, Teacher Smith, have you been in? And have I not noticed you? Have you just come in now? Because if you have just come in now, you'll have to go all the way back to the beginning and see what's been going on. So, yeah, like I said, with the meditation cushions, they do take me quite a bit of time, but I find them I like them. So they've got a lot of my vibes on because I like making them. Yeah, there's my email address off Tapper. If anyone wants to make a coffee donation or email me about any of my crafts or anything, I'll let you know. But like I said, they do take about a week. So with everything else I've got to do and kids, you know, last few minutes. Oh, well, it's nice to see you there. I know you said you were catching up anyway, but yeah, did you see the orbs? And don't forget, Tapper 77 channels got the orb from yesterday, the purple, white, and green one that was coming out of my hand, because we are all energy. Everything's energy. We are all light, energy, and love. So yay, feed more into that and be your true authentic self. Stand up in what you believe in. Always speak the truth, no matter what anyone thinks you're nuts or anything. It doesn't really matter. Been chanting up, but not been catching you live. Oh, I thought you said been chanting up, been catching up. Oh, okay. 27 minutes in, watch the orb. Yeah, I'll go and check. So catch you all soon, and I will see. Yeah, whatever. Just you know, keep trucking, and just keep making sure you're watching and hearing and being around people that are positive. Don't be around negative things or people, because it doesn't do you any good. It just makes you ill. So see you soon. Bye.